What's going on, guys? It's the Lone Courier here, and I'm just going to apologise for this. The only time I have free today to make this commentary is as soon as I wake up. So I'm fucking dead this morning, dude. I've had barely any sleep, so this isn't going to be the average cheery sounding Lone Courier, so I guess that'll be quite annoying. But yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So it's part 4 in my Road to Gold series. We're going to be covering the Razorback today. So yeah, the Razorback, it's the final SMG that you'll unlock in the SMG category. It was without a doubt the most overused SMG during the beta. I mean, the impressions I got from the beta for this gun, it felt like this was going to be the ASM1 of this game. And I'm going to be honest, no, it's not. It really isn't, which is one thing I'm really happy about, because if the beta was anything to go by, this was going to be the ASM1, and then the M8A7 was definitely going to be like the BAL 27 of this game, but it's not, which is just fucking brilliant. But yeah, the Razorback, if you're a fan of the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2, then you'll definitely like using this weapon. It feels very similar to the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2. You know, it's got pretty high accuracy. It's not got the highest damage, but it's got pretty good range that makes up for it. This gun is pretty ideal for like mid to long range engagements. Mind you, it doesn't have the longest range on it because it is an SMG after all, but this is probably one of the few hybrids in this game. You know, it really does fill the gap between an AR and an SMG. You know, if you want a gun that you can kind of rush with, but be kind of not aggressive, but you know, a mixture between passive and aggressive, you can definitely use this weapon. You know, as long as you aren't being overly aggressive with it, this weapon will definitely do you well. Just bear in mind, this isn't a Vesper, so it's not gonna do that well against like those kind of SMGs at close range, but this will do well against like LMGs, snipers, ARs at close range. So yeah, one thing I definitely recommend using for this weapon is either the stock or the red dot sight. I mean, obviously you're going to want to run optics because, you know, the iron sights, they aren't the best on this weapon, I'll admit that myself, but stock, you just need to run it on this weapon because stock makes this weapon so much better. I don't know why, but the ARs have no benefit from stock at all. I mean, they've probably got like a 0.98 difference between movement speeds of having a stock and not having a stock, but the SMGs have a bigger, like much more worthwhile benefit of the stock attachment. So it's worth using one on this weapon because it really makes it a bit more aggressive if you're trying to keep yourself boots on the ground anyway. So yeah, that's definitely worth keeping on this weapon. Another attachment I definitely recommend going for when you're going for the headshots, obviously it's got to be the foregrip. This weapon has got high accuracy. You'll be kind of confused as to why I recommended a foregrip, but that just keeps the recoil down when you're going for headshots, because this weapon, it does kick quite a bit, and it feels like the ICR, but this weapon feels like it's got a little bit more like recoil than what the ICR does. I mean, the ICR, the recoil on that feels like it's just, it feels like the recoil is just visual recoil, you know, like the bullets don't seem to, you know, fire up or drift off in a certain pattern. For this weapon, it feels like it's just the sights have a lot of view kick. So, you know, running a foregrip definitely helps for going for headshots anyway. I just always run it because, you know, I don't know why, it's just hardwired into my brain that I feel like I need a foregrip on fully auto guns. So yeah, the foregrip does you wonders for this weapon. I'd also recommend using a quick draw, which is the reason why I recommend this stock is because you can't get high caliber for SMGs, as I pointed out in my last video. But yeah, the fact that you can't get high caliber means you've got a free attachment or a free slot. So I guess you can pick like an extra grenade or maybe a rocket launcher or something if you want. I definitely recommend putting it into having a stock and running only 3 perks instead. That really works well. But yeah, this gun's definitely pretty impressive for me. It's probably one of my favourite guns in the game, and I feel like I'm going to say that a lot over this entire series because well, on this Road to Gold series, it just kind of means that I'm using guns that I wouldn't really use too much, and this wouldn't have usually been a weapon that I would actually want to use until, you know, this game came out and I started using it, and I was like, dude, this gun's pretty good actually. So yeah, The Razorback is definitely good. It's had a bit of a nerf since the beta, I will admit that. But, you know, it's not any worse than it was during the beta. It's just a few things are different. I'd say damage is definitely changed. But, you know, it's not the ASM1, it's not going to drop people instantly. You know, those guns aren't exactly like that in Black Ops 3. So yeah, definitely a good gun, and it's definitely good for like the more open maps. You know, like a map like what is it called? What the fuck is the map called again? I think it's called Exodus. Yeah, for a map like Exodus, the Cuda would probably suit you more. But for a map like I'd say Combine suits this. But, you know, it's just because we had it during the beta. But, you know, maps like Combine, Evac, Nuketown, those suit this weapon a lot more because they have a bit more open sight lines. So yeah, this gun's really good for mid-range. I just recommend using it because it's fucking amazing. So yeah, hope you guys have all enjoyed the video. It's been a long career, and I will see you in the next one. It'll be the AMA A7 next part. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.